Well, the guy the guy who was into the birds was a good friend of mine. So I asked him about his daily life, and so then he introduced me to the old guy who was called Abdu. So I said, okay, beautiful, but I want to see how you actually live in your daily life. And so I went to visit them one day, trying to see how they live, to see their normal life, just as usual, everyday life. And so then I started writing the shooting plan without writing the script because it was interesting enough itself. So basically, was not a very hard film for me to do, I guess, because the characters were themselves interesting. But yeah, stylistically, I tried to do something a little bit different, kind of like similar to the Dardenne Brothers. It was supposed to be like a documentary film, but I guess it is not a documentary film at all. So basically, it tries to reflect the daily life reality as it seems like, but in a fictional kind of fictional style of filmmaking, I guess. Well, that was the answer.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how it works, but what do people do with pigeons? I mean, he has them in a gate, and then he frees them during the day, and then they come back to him. I mean, how does it work?
Well, I'm not a professional pigeon guy. I haven't touched them before, but basically, yes, you're right. So I think in the morning you first feed them, I guess, if I'm not wrong, and then you let them fly. Then after a while, around 4 or 5 o'clock, they just come back. That's the basic thing, yeah.
Wow.
And sometimes, if you want to buy pigeon, be careful because they often come back. So that's what I learned from the film.
A pigeon is forever.
Yeah.
But so yeah, no, I find the two characters to be incredible. Like really. And you're in touch with them. They live here. They're still doing what we see in the more or less.
Almost, yeah. Well, I haven't seen the old man for a while, but I don't think that his life is any different at all. So, well, yes, that was kind of a little part of the real life, I guess. That's how I can describe it. So,
If you have a question, just wave your hand. They are both Kurdish.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
And they escape. Which part of Kurdistan?
Well, the old man is from Kirkuk. I think it's the North Iraq part. And the young guy, he's from the Turkish part of the Kurdish minority, which is in the South Turkey part. So they are kind of neighbors, but coming from different countries on the same kind of nationality, let's say, both Kurdish guys, yes.
They watched it, I guess.
Sure.
And first of all, why you didn't invite them today?
That's a really hard question. That was the hardest question ever, so I'm not sure how to answer this question. Can you ask something else?
Okay, what was the reaction? How did they react to?
It was so good. It was so
Yeah?
good. Well, the reaction about the film was really good, but really, really good. But it was made in 2012, so well, in 5 years, we kind of find our own ways, I guess. So I'm not really seeing the old man anymore. The young guy I see, but we aren't that close anymore. So I didn't really feel like inviting him at all.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to know what's happening here.
Yeah. Let's talk about the film.
Okay. No, I want to talk about you. I mean, what do you do? You do film? You do pigeons? What is your?
I do pigeons.
What is your background?
Well, I have no idea about pigeons. To repeat again.
Sorry.
Well, I studied film directing in Tamil in Prague. Then I did my master's in London on film studies again, and then in April I'm going to start my PhD in Film Universitat Babelsberg. So basically, my whole life is on films, but not only filmmaking, but also I'm so much interested in film studies. So writing about films and trying to analyze about films, and so that's why I decided to do a PhD on film studies. Um, so soon I will be starting my education, which is like a theoretical academical PhD in Film Universitat Babelsberg. So I will be making a documentary film again, and then writing about it around like 100 pages or so. So basically, I don't want to separate filmmaking from film theory, but instead try to combine them both. So I can say that my whole day is on film, maybe making or reading or writing or thinking about it.
Great film, thanks. I thought it was really interesting, to see how they live their lives now. Do you know anything about what they did in their home countries and what their professions were and what their lives were like before they came over?
Yeah, the question is if he knows anything about their life before arriving.
Yes, sure.
No, I'm repeating it for the other.
Thank you.
No,
Thank
I
you. Thank you. I think the young guy was not different than what he's doing on the film, and also today, I guess, not so different. But the old guy, I think he was a soldier in the army for so long time, and after a while, because of some political reasons, he needed to immigrate to Germany, I guess, like 20 years ago or so, if I'm not wrong. So, yeah, the young guy was the same, almost, but the old man, I think he had a really troubled life, I guess, in the past. That's what I know about his past.
So now are you working on another movie project, like not in theory but in practice?
Yes, sure.
You want to talk about?
Yes, I can, of course. Well, actually, I had a film company now with like 5 people that we are working on mainly socio-political aspects, as you have seen also in this short film. We just finished one documentary about, one feature-length documentary about people with mental diseases. They created a music band, and by the music band, they try to cure themselves instead of taking medicine. So that was the main theme of the film that we have just finished. And my next project that I'm gonna start working on is about a cricket team that's founded by the South Asian refugees that are living in Germany. So they found the cricket team just to because they love, and it's a good tool for them to integrate to the German society because well, now they have a team that people know them, and the team captain get the integration prize in Germany. So well, it's kind of developing itself again. So yes, I'm working on a new one now, and I have just finished this documentary film about mentally disordered people. So I'm excited to see in the festivals soon, I guess.
So as usual, before we let you go, you can use the microphone to ask for help, like not existential help, but like for related stuff. If you need something for the next production, you never know. It's a tradition.
Thank you. That's very nice of you, and it's a big pleasure to be here. And thank you for watching my film. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay. Then thank you. This was Blue Identity. If you want to follow his works, there's a link to his website on the program, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, lailafilm.com.
Lailafilm.com, yes. I think it's on the website, should be there.
I hope so.
Yeah. If it's not, we'll put it. Okay.